Ciao, I'm Mario, a Swiss car guy, and today I'm talking to you from the hospital. And before I start the video, I want to preface that what I'm going to tell you in this video is fictitious. It never really happened, because if it did happen, I could be fined for it in Switzerland, because Switzerland can fine you for almost anything. So the reason officially why I'm in this hospital is because I slipped in the bathroom, or I walked into a door, or because I'm in an abusive relationship with myself. Or maybe I'm not. Okay, so in my last video I showed you my new e-bike, which I dubbed the fake Lexus, because I put Lexus stickers on it, and about within a week of putting out that video, I had a little accident with the bike, and it was completely my fault. I was riding down a mountain road, actually the very road I made that video on, and while I was on the exterior of a corner, I was going to brake before the corner, and then my rear wheel locked up, and I didn't have any road left. So I just immediately slipped off the road and crashed onto the tarmac and slid forward into the ditch. And you know the moment when you're under shock, when you feel no pain and you're full of adrenaline? Well, I didn't have that. I was in pain from the very first second, and therefore there was some cursing going on in that ditch. So the thing is, I landed basically next to the road, but about 2 meters down. And it was 10:30 in the evening, so it was dark. I was basically nowhere to be seen. Fortunately for me, the bike still worked. I was able to still turn on the light. And then a car stopped, and the guy, very nice guy, he pulled me out, helped me pull the bike out, and asked me if I was all right, if I needed to go to the hospital. And I felt like, my arms work, my legs work, I'm fine, let's see if the bike still works. So saw the bike, basically nothing had happened to it. The little basket that I like so much got a little bit deformed, but otherwise not even the chain had sprung out. So the bike was great. So I got on the bike and pedaled home. And at home I put the bike back in the cellar, locked everything up, went upstairs and went for a shower, because I had laid in a ditch, so I was full of, mud and stones and stuff. So I took the shower. Of course, I had some pain, but when I came out of the shower, I realized that, my left shoulder somehow didn't look quite right. So I thought, well, I am in pain, so I may have dislocated that shoulder. So let me go to the hospital. So first I phoned my insurance, and they said, yeah, go to the hospital, don't waste any time. So yeah, got dressed, called an Uber, went to the hospital. In the hospital I told them, yeah, I believe I may have dislocated my shoulder. And then they admitted me. They first had me do an ultrasound to see if there was any kind of inner bleeding. They had me do some x-rays. And on the x-rays, the radiologist, he was actually quite ecstatic to see that I had broken my collarbone. And he went, oh, that's a really nice break, because apparently I broke it in such a stupid position on the very outside. That doesn't happen too often. So that has to be operated. The operation will be tomorrow. So yeah, I've been here for a few days already. But they basically told me, yeah, well, this has to be operated, but we probably won't operate immediately. So yeah, we might just send you home and then call you back up when your operation is. But then they went like, yeah, we still want to have some additional x-rays. And they've sent me to do some more x-rays. And in the end, the doctor, he wanted to have like a very clear pictures of the lungs to make sure they weren't hurt. So they told me I had to do a CT. So they did a CT. And basically in the CT came out that I have not only a broken collarbone, but also a few broken ribs. 9 to be exact. So I broke 9 ribs. And basically when the doctor saw that, he went like, yeah, you shouldn't go home. We will admit you, you will stay here. And fortunately, my accident insurance, which is provided through my employer, is a very good one. It's a private insurance. Which means I have a single room, and not only do I have a single room and great service and everything, but they also provide like amazing food. Like I got beef sirloin, I got cordon bleu, I got the nicest stuff I want with desserts, with ice cream, with everything. And in order to deal with the pain, because broken ribs, there's not much you can do about it. The only thing you can do is, well, administer drugs. They actually installed a pump that pumps drugs right into my back. The advantage of this is that you have the drugs very locally, so you don't get dizzy or high of this, and it does a very good job at numbing down your rib cage and making you not feel too much. Especially since they also put in a drainage, which means it's some sort of catheter that sucks out liquid that forms inside my breast cavity. Because the risk is that it might, put pressure on the lungs, and then the lungs cannot inflate fully. If the lungs don't inflate fully, they can get an infection, and this would be bad. So I got that as well, and it sucks out liquid out of my body somehow. It's, really bizarre. So this is what I have with me all the time. And I have to say, so far, being in hospital, it's the first time I've actually been in a hospital. It's been pretty good. I mean, sure, it's not great to have broken a few bones, but then again, I'm quite happy that my head is all right, my arms are basically all right, my legs are all right, so I can move, I can walk around, I can do many things. The only thing I have to be a bit careful about my shoulder and the ribs. They will be painful once I'm off this super medication pump that I'm on now. Also, they're giving me some stuff like oxycodone, and so pain is not really an issue right now, but it will be once I get out of the hospital. So this is just a quick update on my cycling experience, because for this year it's pretty much over. I will not be cycling anymore. I should be able to drive again before I can ride a bicycle again, so I think the bicycle is really done for this year. And just stick to cars. They are just much safer for you. Even if you have a bigger accident, usually the car breaks, but you stay whole. Me, in my case, I broke a few bones. I'm happy I didn't break my head, because fortunately I was wearing a helmet, and the helmet was necessary because there were scorch marks on the helmet, because I did rub along the tarmac for a bit, and therefore, if you have to ride a bicycle, do wear a helmet. It's super important. And to come back to what I said in the beginning, yes, in Switzerland you can get a fine for this, for causing an accident, because it means you have not been able to control your vehicle. And fortunately, in my case, this didn't happen. I just slipped in the bathroom, right? But it can get you even jail time. So I was actually quite happy to be able to walk away, to cycle away, and to still be pretty much well up, even though I have half of my body's broken. But I feel pretty okay, and I get treated very well here at the hospital. I've met about 10 nurses and about 6 doctors, so I feel like a VIP. And I look forward to my operation and to be able to be fully functional again very soon. In the meantime, this means that my other videos will probably be delayed a bit more than they would have been anyways. So instead of coming out in a month, they may be coming out in 2 months, 3 months, because I don't know how well I will be able to work, to do anything, because I will have to be on, a certain doses of pain meds, and being on pain medication, that doesn't really help with concentration, doesn't really help with productivity, and I don't even know if I can really speak coherently. I just hope I'm not gonna become a junkie afterwards, but it is what it is. For me, my cycling adventure turned out a bit disappointingly, but then again, I'm well, could be much worse. Hey, thanks for watching and have a good day.